Today I wanted to do a video on 5 different affordable eyeshadow palettes that I own. As someone who doesn't have a lot of money to spend on beauty, I know what it's like to kind of see all these different YouTubers and they're pulling out their Lorac Pro palettes and all these crazy expensive eyeshadow palettes that take me personally quite a long time to save for. So today I wanted to just share with you guys 5 affordable palettes that I go to and I've purchased that I thoroughly enjoy, really love the quality of, and I would recommend to you. The first one that I would reach for out of my inexpensive eyeshadow palettes is this MUA Undress Me 2 eyeshadow palette. This has 6 different shades in, both shimmery and matte tones. I absolutely love the shimmery tones here and some of the matte tones, as you can see, just to obviously do some blending and some mixing up with the shades. I think that's absolutely fantastic. You get such diversity in terms of the colours, and these are my types of colours anyway. I absolutely love like shimmery gold and bronzy tones, and look how pigmented they are. This palette I think cost me £6, something like that, £6 or £7, and it's excellent. There's so many different colours and kind of styles that you can do with this eyeshadow palette. I just think it's wonderful and I would definitely recommend this to you guys, especially if you like the gold metallic colours or some of the cooler grey tones. This would definitely work for you. Next up is the Barry M Natural Glow Palette 2, and this one I wasn't too sure about when I first purchased it. I know this is meant to be very similar to the Naked 2 Urban Decay palette, and it just gives you an alternative to that, and I really like the different tones that they give you. There's 6 shades in this palette and that's a primer on the end. That's great that they include a primer, because I know a lot of people don't really go out and buy eyeshadow primer, especially if that's not something that you would do every single day. It's a lot of money to spend on a product that you wouldn't use. So it's nice that you kind of get that included within the eyeshadow palette. So that's one positive. The next ones, I really like these types of shadows here. These are the ones I usually reach for. These are more of the cooler colours rather than the greens and the naturals, because these that doesn't really look good on my skin. This one does, but I don't really know how much I like wearing green eyeshadow. But look at the colours of like the cooler tones. They're very pigmented, really long lasting. Yes, you do get quite a lot of excess off this palette, I've noticed, but I think this cost me £8 and I bought this from Superdrug, I believe. I mean, that's fantastic. It's really, really good. Really nice quality eyeshadows. They're really creamy and buttery, and they do last quite a long time, especially for the money. You can't really expect from a cheaper eyeshadow palette for it to last all day. That's unrealistic. I don't even think expensive eyeshadow palettes last all day. So to be realistic, it doesn't do that. But there are some amazing colours in here, and the price, it is excellent quality, and you can create some fantastic looks out of that, I think. So that is the Barry M Natural Glow Palette 2. Next up is another MUA. I absolutely love MUA eyeshadow palettes because they're affordable, and I mean, look at that. This is the MUA 5th Birthday palette. This has a variety of different shades in compared to the last one. Yes, there are some similar ones like the bronzy colour right there, which I absolutely love, but then they've added in some more matte tones, like this one right here. This is so creamy, it feels so silky on my skin. And look at that, that is so pigmented. And I love that they've got like the different bronzy tones back, because I love bronzy tones. And I quite like the fact that they've got some pinks and purples in, although these will not be the colours I would go for. I would probably never choose these. But some people do love those colours and they use them every single day, and I think that's what's so fantastic about it. And then you've got obviously the black, which is like a coal black, which is beautiful, and it's really intense, which I like, because if you want to do that sexy smoky eye, you want an intense black. And then you've got some really nice cool tone purples, more of a taupe colour here, and it just goes a bit lighter, and then there's a blue. I think this is a beautiful palette. There's some amazing colours in here that you can create some beautiful looks with, and yeah, I think for the price, I think this was about £8, I can't remember, but there's that is another eyeshadow palette, which, yes, it's not drugstore, but this is still very affordable, and this is from Topshop. And this is their Smoky Eye palette, and it's called Tawny. You only get 4 eyeshadows within this, but they're all colours that I use. So this is a great highlighter colour, and it's amazingly pigmented, really good for like under the brow. And then you've got like the nice bronzy colour, which is perfect for summer and autumn. And then you've got like the darker shades. I absolutely love this one. This one is a lot cooler. It's very intense. It's more like a dark chocolatey brown. And it's so, so nice, so soft. And they just last such a long time. This palette has lasted me for about 4 years. I absolutely love it. I always go for it. It's amazing. I'm almost on, I don't know whether you can see it here, but I'm almost reaching pan on this one because I've used it that much. I used to use this for my eyebrows because it was such an intense brown and it so matches the colour of my eyebrow. So I love that. And then I also like this colour right here. This one is more of a grey brown, and this one's really, really nice to go like to create just an intense dark look on your eye. I usually wear that one more for work, and I love it, and I like mixing the shades together as well. So there is that Topshop palette, and that's Tawny. And finally there is another MUA palette. Yes, I love them, but this one is called Ever After, and this is just a simple matte palette. So yes, their other ones are really, they have a lot of different shimmery tones. So I wanted one that was more matte, and this gives me the biggest selection. There's 10 shades in here, all different colours, shades that I would use with the other palettes that I've shown you. So you've got your browns, which are like your cooler tones. You've even got like a teal blue, which I wouldn't wear. I don't like blue eyeshadow, but there's that. If that's the colour you're into, then you can use that. And then you've got like the lighter tones here, which really would be good for your base, and then also good to kind of blend in as well. So I think they're really good, really buttery. I mean, look at that. The powder, I've filled through my fingers off from eyeshadow. That's really quite powdery, but I think they feel really creamy as well. I don't know whether that's even possible, if I'm even describing that right. But then you've got like this brown here. I just absolutely love it. It's a lot more intense on than off, like in that little square there. You can't really tell how intense that is, but that's such a nice colour. And I think they'll go really well when you mix them in with some shimmery tones as well. So that's why I absolutely love that they brought out just a matte shadow palette, because it's great that you can kind of use this with, say, this one and take some shimmery tones from this and kind of mix them both. And that was also, I think, £6 or £7. So that's it. That's 5 affordable eyeshadow palettes, guys. And I'll leave the links in the comment box below where you can find all of those, because they are still available. And I don't think that even if you cannot afford like really expensive eyeshadow palettes, that you should go without creating that amazing glamorous look. And that's why I think that eyeshadows like these palettes here will just help you get that look that you want, and it's for cheaper. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in my next video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you at some point this week with a surprise video. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but yes, have a great week. Bye.